Onlinejobs.PH coming back to you with another video. Enjoying a wonderful chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. Just left the gym. Today is day, I believe, 61 of 75 day hard. So feeling good, feeling energetic. And I was going through my YouTube comments and I got a question from one of the viewers, which, by the way, thank you everybody who subscribes and tunes into my channel. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, because I come out with all different types of videos during the week talking about selling on Amazon, primarily eBay to Amazon flipping, how to sell on Amazon, mistakes to avoid. And I try to be as transparent as possible with the ups and downs, wins and losses, and not just share the highlight reels, but also share, you know, the good and the bad, because it's not all, you know, rainbows and, you know, peachy. It's not all, you know, everything's not all freaking amazing on Amazon. There's a lot of downsides as well and challenges that you go through. And yeah, in any event, appreciate everybody subscribing. And I would love to know if you're flipping from eBay to Amazon right now. Even if you're watching the replay, let me know and type in the comments E2A if you're currently flipping, and type a 1 if you want to learn how to do it, because I'm going to drop some gold nuggets in this video and share with you all the different types of categories that you can flip from eBay to Amazon. And this is going to be really beneficial for the folks who, you know, want to be able to source from home, for the folks who have capital that they want to deploy into their business, but maybe you're having a hard time finding enough inventory at thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, flea markets, so on and so forth. And there's literally tens of thousands of products you can buy right now. No joke, 100% serious right now. There's literally tens of thousands of products on eBay this very moment that you could pick up and flip that will sell within a couple of weeks, that can make you 25, 35, 45, even 50% profit margin. And Blaine is actually one of my students in the eBay to Amazon Masterclass and mentorship. So it's great to see Blaine. I actually saw Blaine in Miami. It was great to see Blaine. Really great guy. Appreciate you stopping in. But let's talk about the different categories you can flip from eBay to Amazon, because a lot of people think that it's some like crazy, hard to do, I don't know, like this magical way to source, but it's really not that difficult. Now, there are a lot of different things you need to know when you start sourcing eBay to Amazon versus thrifting. It does, some of the downsides, you know, is you know, you really have to know Keepa really well. It costs more money. The margins are typically a little bit less than going to thrift stores and stuff, because, you know, you're just having to pay more. You're not going to find an item for $2 on eBay to Amazon. Like everything, you know, from eBay, like they've got to ship it to you and stuff as well. So some of the those are some of the downsides, but the upsides are you can work from home. You can source anytime you want. So I'm not drinking right now because I'm on 75 day hard, but when I was drinking and having a couple glasses of wine during the week, one of the things I would love to do is sometimes it would be midnight, have a couple glasses of wine, and I'd be sourcing. Now, obviously, you know, I can't go to the thrift stores. I don't condone drinking and driving. I never have, never will. But you can't go out and be sipping a couple glasses of wine at the thrift store. I mean, maybe you can, but you know, long story short, you can source from home. You can have a couple glasses of wine. You can hang out. You can eat some popcorn. So that's really fun. And you're able to really pick items that sell faster, right? You are spending more money, but you're really able to cherry pick. That's why my average sell-through rate is over 50%. I just calculated it yesterday. My average sell-through rate over the last 30 days is 51%. I've sold over 1,330 items, and I have over 2,500 items in my inventory. So it's even more than that. So over 50%, which is great, because that helps with cash flow. That helps with getting more feedback. That helps with, you know, just building my business, getting my money back so I can deploy it even faster. So who wants to know what categories you can flip from eBay to Amazon? Drop your favorite emoji down below in the comments if you want to know, and I'm going to share with you all the categories that I flip from eBay to Amazon. This is exactly how I've sold over 1,300 items in the last 30 days. I think I just tickled 49,000. I'm hoping to hit that 50K mark hopefully within the next couple of days. I have quite a bit of shipments that I'm waiting to get checked in. But let me know. Drop your favorite emoji if you want to know the categories that I am going after. Marcella, what's going on? Dawn, Jared. We got Katie dropping a, oh, I love that emoji. Good to see you, Katie. Thanks so much. So let's start off with the first category that I recommend everybody get started with, and that's books. okay? There are so many opportunities to buy books on eBay and flip them on Amazon. And the great thing is, I only deal with used books, okay? I don't mess with new books. So for anyone worried about like, you know, invoices and IP complaints and different things like that, go after used books. Used books, fantastic. And the great thing about books is there's a lot of books that are, I would say, less attractive than some of the other categories because maybe they're higher ranked. But if you really understand, you know, how to read Keepa charts, and you really understand, you know, the differences between the seasonalities and how, you know, books become less and more popular when you know, dealing like outside of textbook season and in textbook season, so on and so forth, you can make really good money hitting on trends. And a lot of people just don't know how to price their books on eBay. Books are fantastic. I also like box sets of books, okay? There's so many different books that you can go after. And for anyone who's wondering, like, how do you find all these items? How do you source them? How do you filter eBay? How do you build a replens list, a leads list? How do you really understand Keepa? How do you really understand Seller Amp? And I have so many strategies. Definitely check out my masterclass. I put a link down below. It's well worth it. And I could promise you, if you take action on it, you can make your money back like that. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any questions about sourcing and stuff, I'm happy to answer, but there's over 15 hours of step-by-step content in there. So books are great. There was a question that just came in asking from Marcella, do you buy mostly new than pre-owned items to flip? So I deal mostly new. I do have a seasoned account, and I have, again, in the masterclass, I cover this. I have a lot of in-depth strategies to avoid IP complaints, to avoid counterfeits, and to avoid eBay calling you out for invoices. So there's levels to this game. I've learned a lot over the last 18 months, made a lot of mistakes, but I have a perfectly healthy account. I probably have a healthier account than most wholesale, private label, and maybe not private label, but wholesalers and a lot of OA folks. My account is perfect condition, 100% feedback, 0 IP complaints, 0 counterfeits. Doesn't mean I won't get kicked off in a year from now. You never know. Nobody can guarantee, even if you're just selling used stuff, you never know. But I have a very, very clean account. So used books, fantastic. Next, DVDs from eBay to Amazon. I don't know why I'm doing that. I love flipping DVDs. I flip mostly new, but there's thousands of DVDs that you could pick up used, and you could pick up for 10 to 12 bucks and sell them for 30, 40, $50. Now, you do have to be a master of Keepa. You really have to understand the charts. You really have to understand many of the nuances to market fluctuations and buy box statistics and competition. There's a lot that goes into it. But I'll tell you right now, if you want to get into eBay to Amazon, used DVDs, huge opportunities. If you understand how to set the correct filters, if you understand Keepa, it goes deep. It's very, very deep. There's too much that I can cover here, but I tell you, used DVDs, amazing. New DVDs, I sold over 6,000 new DVDs last year. 6,000. That's over $200,000 worth of DVDs last year alone. I love DVDs. Let me give you guys some more sauce. Video games, new video games and used video games. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm getting excited here, guys. I love flipping video games. I like the older stuff, the PS2. I like the PS3. I like the Xbox 360. What else do I go after? Some of the GameCube stuff. Mwah. So many opportunities. I'm a weirdo this morning. I drank too much pre-workout at the gym. But video games, money. Speaking of games and toys, I love toys. I love action figures, mostly new. I only deal with new board games and new toys. I don't mess with the used stuff. A lot of the stuff you can't even sell. But board games, I've crushed it. I sold hundreds of board games. And I'll give you some more sauce right here. Facebook Marketplace to Amazon FBA. Mwah. So many opportunities. I love flipping board games, toys, video games, DVDs from Facebook Marketplace, from Macari to Amazon. Tons of opportunities. Video games, whoo, I love it. I love it. Katie says, well, getting ungated in DVD and get you in video games. No, it won't. But if you want to get ungated in DVDs, go to christianbook.com, buy 10, get ungated. If you want to get ungated in like board games and stuff, get yourself a business account with Best Buy or Target. That'll get you ungated in a lot of things as well. So yeah, super easy. It just takes a little bit of knowledge and whatnot. But yeah, it's just get yourself ungated. It's well worth it. Let's dive into some more niches that you can go after. Okay. Now, one of the niches that I wouldn't recommend getting started with from eBay to Amazon, but there's a lot of opportunities, but you have to be really careful with IP complaints, health and beauty, and supplements. Tons of opportunities with health and beauty and supplements flipping from eBay to Amazon. You do have to make sure that you're very careful with expiration dates. You have to make sure that you're an expert in that. Perfectly transparent, I don't mess with health and beauty that much. I have been getting into supplements, and I have been, listing some and having some success, but I'm 100% not an expert. I'll always tell you guys when I'm not I don't specialize in that, but I have friends of mine who crush it with health and beauty and supplements, and I've been getting into that a little bit, but be very, very careful of IP complaints. Study Keepa, get yourself IP alert. Let's go into some more that I'm really good at, okay? So one that I've been getting into recently as well is tools. I've been going crazy with tools from eBay to Amazon. There's so many opportunities. Now, I only mess, and again, you do have to beware of IP complaints, but there's a lot of opportunities to flip tools from eBay to Amazon. Who wants more? Drop a comment. Put a 1 down below in the comments if you want me to start dropping some more categories. There's so many. Marcella says, picked up a Nintendo Virtual Boy for $16 at Goodwill the other day. I don't understand their pricing sometimes. Yeah, I don't understand. Goodwill, I'll tell you right now, it's all right to go to thrift stores and source all the time, but if you're really trying to build a full-time business, it's just a lot harder now from thrift stores. Like, it's just like a million vultures fighting for a little bit of dead food on the side of the road now, it feels like. Like, there are honey holes, there are plenty of opportunities. I love thrift stores. I'll never talk trash for anybody going to thrift stores. I still go all the time, but like, if you're really trying to scale, thrift stores, you're getting suckered from both sides of the equation. You got all tons of competition coming in, and then you got Goodwill pricing like they're freaking, I don't know, like they're Amazon FBA or something. It's crazy to me. But people are stupid and they pay the prices. So you got to blame the consumers at the end of the day. They're paying and the resellers are paying. All right, let's get into some more niches. Electronics. I love, love flipping electronics from eBay to Amazon. I just sold a CD player, a brand new CD player that I paid $28 for, sold it for $58. I mean, it wasn't huge. I think I made like 10 or 12 bucks profit, but I bought 3 of them from eBay to Amazon. I've already sold 2 of them. I have 1 more left. And again, I don't mind putting my money to work. Yeah, it's 28 bucks that I'm putting up instead of $2, but I'm sitting on my big, my kangaroo pouch. I'm sitting at home sourcing. It comes to me. I list it all in 5 seconds. It goes up and then it starts to sell. So electronics are great. I've sold cassette players, brand new sealed. I've sold CD players. What did I buy the other day? This isn't electronic, but this is a weird item. I don't even know what category this would be. Who here hunts? I don't know. Like, I know people go out hunting for turkeys and stuff. This is probably the weirdest thing I bought from eBay to Amazon, but there's like this, I bought like 5 of them the other day for, I don't know, 22 bucks. I'm gonna sell them for like 70. It's like crazy. Keepa backed me up, and it's this like wooden thing, and I guess it looks like a drum, and you I don't know, you rub it against the wood or hit the wood or something and it makes a turkey noise. I have no idea. Bought 5 of those. So, keep an eye out for the turkey category, the hunting, the outdoor category. That was a weird thing that I picked up. I know that has nothing to do with electronics, but there's so many weird electronics. I bought, what did I buy the other day? There's these, it's like a thermostat for heating the floor. I bought like 15 of those, and yeah, those were interesting. What else did I buy? A lot of weird things. There's so many different categories, guys. Records. I've been starting to mess with records. I bought a Michael Jackson little cassette tape. It was used. I think I bought it for like 8. I think it's selling for like 25 or 30. I mean, it's not huge. I'm gonna make 4 or 5 bucks, but I don't mind putting my money to work. That's my goal now. I want my money to work for me. And that's the whole purpose of eBay to Amazon. Get your money to work for you. Is it easy to learn this process? It is, but it's only easy because I figured it out over the last 18 months. Does it take hard work? Yes. Does it take a system? Yes. Do you have to treat it like a real business? Yes. Do you have to have more capital? Yes. Is it beneficial to have maybe a credit card to get cash back? Absolutely. Do you want to become tax exempt? Absolutely. I talk about that in the masterclass. If you're going to do eBay to Amazon flips, you better get your butt tax exempt. Put a 1 in the comments if you're tax exempt on eBay. If you're not, bada bing, bada boom, the profits are coming soon when you get tax exempt, because here in Connecticut, I save 6.35% by not having to pay sales tax. And it's fully legal because, it's the end consumer that should be paying it, not me. I'm a reseller. So, yeah, I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of opportunities with eBay to Amazon. Those are some of the niches and categories I go after: DVDs, books, board games, video games, CDs. I flip a lot of CDs. The downside to CDs, a lot of times those jewel cases are broken. I sell a lot of new CDs, but there's tons of opportunities, even used DVDs, used books, new DVDs, new and used video games, board games, electronics, toys, fantastic. Crunchy Christina, what up? I love that name. If you were to start all over and only had the time to commit to either eBay or Amazon, which would you choose? My time is limited as a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling, mom of 3. So Crunchy, I would 100% do Amazon FBA. Now the thing is, and again, remember I told you one of my values with my YouTube channel is I'm not going to kiss any of your guys' butt. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to tell it how it is based on my experience. Does it mean I'm right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I can only share my experience. I've sold on eBay for years. I've sold on Amazon for years. This is the deal. Amazon is a lot harder to sell on versus eBay. Why? For one main reason. There's a lot more rules and it's just more strict, okay? Because Amazon's way bigger. There's way more systems and processes. I feel like it's more of like a legit business versus eBay. Now, I'm not saying eBay's not a real business, but you could just get away with a lot more things. You could sell a lot more things. There's not as many restrictions. They're not as hard on you with metrics and different things. So Amazon's harder to learn and understand. But holy crap, there is a massive 16-wheeler that I feel like is going to literally slam into me right now. Holy moly. Let me back up on this guy real quick. Hold on one second. This guy, let's make some room for him. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's a really big, let me see if I can show you guys. There's a massive truck that is trying to turn, so I want to give him a little bit of space. But sorry about that, Christina. But the point I'm trying to make is once you get over that hump of learning Amazon, and that's why I built Reselling Freedom. For anyone looking to learn Reselling Freedom, don't go out and spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a course. I'm not here, obviously I'm biased, but I have a program, it's $37 a month called Reselling Freedom. We have 5 to 10 live coaching calls every week. Now it's not focused on eBay to Amazon, but it's focused on helping the beginner seller from 0 to 5,000 primarily. It's gonna grow and build over time, but if you're brand new, get into resellingfreedom.com. I promise you, there's nowhere you're gonna get as much value. But once you get over that hump and you learn the basics of Amazon, this is the long story I'm trying to get to, the point. Amazon's way better because you can leverage your time. If you're a busy, let me give this guy a little more space. Okay, good. All right, I'm not gonna get crushed by a 16-wheeler. If you're a busy mom, so on and so forth, Christina, you're gonna wanna leverage Amazon. The best thing is, you could literally, what is this guy doing? He is like a maniac. I'm so sorry. Try not to die live on YouTube, but you're gonna wanna leverage your time. Like you have a family, you have children, like you have a whole bunch of responsibilities. Like you already have a full-time job taking care of a family. So with Amazon, you can leverage all your time, ship everything out in one box to Amazon, and then they're gonna pick it, pack it, ship it, and do everything. Whereas with eBay, you have to store everything at your house. When everything sells, you have to list it, you have to ship it one by one. You have to deal with everything one by one. You have to do customer service, you have to deal with returns, you have to deal with all this stuff. And the thing is with Amazon FBA, they handle all of it. When you ship everything to them, they're gonna store it at the warehouse, they're gonna pick it, they're gonna pack it, they're gonna ship it, they're gonna deal with customer service. And now it seems like I'm a freaking car salesman, like it's so easy. It's not that easy. There's a lot that you have to know. Like there's a lot you have to learn about, like analyzing items and getting approved to sell on Amazon and getting ungated and like learning how to list and label things. Like it's a pain in the butt at first, Christina. Like it is. Like I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat things. But if I'm sure if you have a family and you have kids, like you know how to put in hard work, you know how to grind, you have patience, right? So you could definitely do Amazon FBA. It just takes time. Angela, what did you miss? You missed everything, Angela. I got a lot of love for Angela. She came to my house one time and I taught her how to start selling on Amazon, so that's great. But I would 100% say Amazon FBA is the way to go, but it's a lot harder to start than eBay. That's why I built Reselling Freedom. So I do a lot of these coaching calls and different things like that because I want to help support you guys. And here's the thing. If I was selling on eBay, you would never see me on YouTube. I would never have coaching programs. I would never have Reselling Freedom. I would never be able to teach people eBay to Amazon, because if I sold 1,300 items a month on eBay, you would never see me because I'd be shipping 40 to 50 items every single day. So Christina says, I have my account already, thankfully, but haven't done anything with it. Yeah, Christina, get into reselling freedom. And again, just so everybody knows, one of my big values is I never want to take money from someone if they're not 1,000% happy. So if you're in reselling freedom, give it 30 days. If after you go through it and consume a ton of content and you're like, this is just not for me, like this is a lot more work or it's too stressful, just ask for your money. It's not a big deal. Like, again, I want to get paid for helping people, and I want to get paid not because like I'm making all my money coaching. Like I want to make my money doing what I'm teaching, like what I'm doing right now. And then I want to be able to support people and hold them accountable. So give it a shot, get in there. I think that's the best way to get started for sure. Angela says, I have a box coming together to ship into Amazon. Angela, I'm curious because I know we've been talking a little bit, and sorry, I'm still recovering from the congestion from Miami. But what I was going to say, Angela, is I'm curious how your eBay to Amazon flipping has been going, because I know we've been talking a little bit and we have to jump on a call and catch up. But how's everything going? Are you doing your eBay to Amazon flips? I'd love for you to share your honest feedback of how you've been doing if you can. Yeah, Angela, she's in the eBay to Amazon masterclass, and not to get too personal, and we all struggle with, like, you know, procrastination, and we struggle with, you know, we have jobs and different things going on. And I know Angela was kind of struggling a couple months ago to get things going. And I'm curious to hear an update if you were able to kind of get over the hump, get in those shipments. Because the big thing is, and I dealt with this too, like you have to start seeing success. Like you can hear about, oh, Steve raking profits, doing 49,000 a month, blah, blah, blah. Like who gives a damn? Like until you actually do it yourself and start to see the sales pop up on your Amazon seller app, and you start to buy from eBay to Amazon or go to thrift stores and send stuff in, like you're not going to believe anyone, because there's a lot of scumbags online, until you do it yourself. Like I completely understand, and I agree. Don't listen to anything I say. Try it out for yourself. Start shipping stuff in. I mean, listen to what I say, but take it all with a grain of salt, and then go for it and see what happens and see if you get results. That's all you can really do, but you do have to take action. Oh God, Amanda's here. I got to get off. I'm just kidding. Amanda's one of my good friends now, and you know, one of my top students actually, in reselling freedom and eBay to Amazon. She's really growing. She went from doing, I think, 27 a month when we were on our first coaching call. When was that? Like 4 months ago. And now she's got a goal to crack 50,000. Guys, go follow Amanda. She has a new YouTube channel, Amanda Ballard. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. But if you guys look, go to her YouTube channel right now and give her a subscribe. She just commented saying, hey, Steve, we shot some videos, actually some YouTube videos together in Miami, and she's going to be doing some updates with her channel and whatnot. Top student, more like worst student. No, I'm just kidding. I like to mess with Amanda. I don't do any importing from Alibaba right now. I have in the past, but eBay to Amazon's 1,000 times better. And it just takes a lot more money and time, and it's just, eBay to Amazon's way easier. I'm telling you, if you want cash flow quick, if you have capital and experience, I actually wouldn't recommend someone who's brand spanking new to get into eBay to Amazon. I tell people, wait 3 to 6 months. Before you jump into eBay to Amazon, do books, go to thrift stores, library sales, do the unscalable. You know how Gary Vaynerchuk talks about, like, I mean, obviously I have a YouTube channel and stuff, and he always tells people, like, on YouTube channels, like, do the unscalable. Like, don't always try to automate everything with robots and bots and freaking chat GPT. Like, get in your DMs, talk to people, answer people, be a real human being. Like, that's how you grow a brand. And the same as with like an Amazon business, get out to the thrift stores, go out to the garage sales, you know, put out some wanted ads, like hit the ground running and learn the basics, and then you could scale. How do you do eBay to Amazon? Well, that's a loaded question. There's a lot that goes into it, but essentially what I do is I use software. I have a leads list. I have a replens list. I have a whole bunch of different systems in place. Most of the items that we source now, we have a massive leads list that we've built. And every single day I have 2 virtual assistants, including myself. I'm virtual assistant number 3. We source anywhere from 50 to 100 items. It really just depends how many we find that day. But we're sourcing between 1,000 to 1,500 items every single month from eBay to Amazon. Again, if you're brand new, don't do online arbitrage, don't do wholesale, don't do eBay to Amazon, start thrifting. Once you get to the 3 to 6 month mark and you understand how to do it, then you could jump into it. Takes more capital. Don't make mistakes spending $20 on a new DVD that you're gonna flip for 50. Make mistakes on a, you know, on a used book that you pay $1 for at Goodwill, and then you realize, you know, you messed up. Amanda, I'm gonna block Amanda if you ask for my replens list one more time. Oh man, Amanda's amazing. Angela says we will have to chat. Right now, my box consists of things I'm sourcing from my own eBay store. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. She's doing eBay to Amazon from her own eBay store. That's hilarious. Angela, we got to get you doing the eBay to Amazon. You understand Keepa. You understand DVDs. It's crazy. Amanda, I'm curious, Amanda, what's your best eBay to Amazon flip with the DVD? I know you shared some pretty crazy ones. I got some loose leaf binder textbooks that are unbound from a relative. How do I send that in? So what I would do is I would put them in a poly bag, and I would just, you know, make sure there's a suffocation warning on it, and then I would just put the F and SKU label on the outside. That's how I would do it. And just make sure it's nice and tight inside of that poly bag. You could always put it in like a 3-ring binder, but then you're like having to waste money on that, and I don't think it's really necessary. I just put it in a poly bag, just make sure all the pages are there. Amanda bought for $17 a DVD on eBay, flipped it for $75. Yeah, that's amazing. I usually don't flip DVDs for that much margin, but they're out there for sure. And for anybody who's in the eBay to Amazon masterclass or the mentorship, one of our coaches, Joji Davenport, which you should definitely follow, he has some really cool ways to source from Amazon to Amazon as well, which should be coming out soon. So there's a ton of opportunities. But guys and gals, that's all I've got for today. Amanda says, I bought a CD last night for $7 and I hope to sell it for $49.99. It's crazy. Like, there's a lot of people who think they understand eBay to Amazon. Like, oh, you just go to eBay and search the sold listings and find stuff and then do newly listed. Like, there's so many levels to the eBay to Amazon game. I'm telling you guys right now, for anyone who's been selling for 3 to 6 months and you have capital and you're selling used or new, it doesn't matter. You could do used or new eBay to Amazon, and you're looking to source inventory. You understand Keepa, you understand, you know, how to sell on Amazon. Get into the eBay to Amazon masterclass. I even have a 30-day money back. If you want, I don't want people to do this because it's not fair, because I put a lot of hard work into it, but you know, we have a 30-day money back. If you go through it all and you decide you want to be a jackass and get your money, you could do that, right? I hope you don't, and you would see the value in what I've produced over the last 18 months. But go into the eBay to Amazon masterclass, get it. You do have a 30-day money back guarantee. Go through the content, learn the softwares, learn how to build a leads list, learn how to build a replens list, and I promise you, there are so many opportunities out there. You're gonna have to work your butt off though, and you're gonna have to put systems in place, but you could source any time of the day. Right now, I could go on and I could source. I could guarantee you within 5 minutes, I could find an item to flip without going to the thrift store. So I'm telling you guys, it's not what you think. There are levels to this game. There's so much that I know about eBay to Amazon that I've learned from my students, that I've learned from folks that are inside of that. So go check it out. Capital is all our problem. LOL, thanks for your answer, Amanda. Yeah, that's why I start going to thrift stores and garage sales. Build up your capital. Don't get into eBay to Amazon. Don't buy my masterclass. If you're new, if you don't have capital, if you don't have at least 500 to 1,000 bucks, I would say, like, I wouldn't even get into eBay to Amazon. Start thrifting. Start building up your capital and then look into online arbitrage. So with that being said, appreciate you all. Much love. Smash that like button. For anyone brand spanking new trying to learn the basics of Amazon and you're like, oh, this is so confusing. How do I set up an account? How do I read Keepa charts? How do I scan? How do I set up triggers? How do I understand all these rules? Get into resellingfreedom.com. I can't tell you guys enough. We have 5 to 10 live coaching calls every single week. We have tons of coaching calls in the backlog. I'm actually talking to, who follows, what's his name? Mike, Used Book Guy on YouTube. I'm talking to him. I'm trying to get him to do some coaching for us. So yeah, I guess I don't know if he's going to agree to it or not, but I'm trying to get him because I love that guy. If you guys aren't following the Used Book Guy, Mike, on YouTube, follow his videos. That guy is a freaking beast. Love his content. But anyways, guys, appreciate you all. Much love. See you inside the masterclass inside Reselling Freedom. And I just want to say I really, really appreciate you all. Let's have a great day. Bye.